Well, how long can this baby cry? Is it so hard to calm him down? Aren't you tired of hearing it yourself? The coffee was cold, the cigarette was rotten, the city outside the window was sinking into the evening gloom, and the baby was crying in the stairwell. Dina sat in the kitchen and tried not to hear the crying. What was there to hear? The baby only cried harder. There was a muffled banging on her door. Now the older child had joined in. Dina thought he always went out first when the family was going out and amused himself by knocking on all the doors on the landing. Where the hell were they going at night? To meet Daddy from work. But there was something wrong with the infant's crying and banging on the door. Dina opened the door and froze in surprise. Her ex-husband Maxim was standing in front of her with a baby in his arms. The baby was crying. Max took a few steps towards Dina, poked the baby in her hands, and he walked unsteadily into the living room and collapsed on the couch. He was dead drunk. Dina didn't know what to do with the baby, just thinking about her neighbor, whose youngest child was about the same age, when suddenly a text message came from her. "Do you need help?" Of course she did, but talking on the phone to the accompaniment of a crying baby wasn't an option. So she texted, "Yes, and it's urgent." Seconds later, the doorbell rings. The neighbor's husband is on the doorstep. Turns out he was on his way home from work and saw that Max had come to Dina's house drunk with a baby. He told his wife, who decided to ask Dina how she was doing. And when she replied that help was needed urgently, he decided that help was needed to get Max out and rushed to Dina's rescue. Once that was sorted out, he sent his wife over. She quickly assessed the situation and brought Dina everything she needed: diapers, food, and some clothes. When the baby calmed down and fell asleep, Dina tried to wake Max, but he only mumbled something in response. There was nothing to do. She would have to leave him until he woke up. To be on the safe side, she left the living room light on so that Max woke up and knew where he was. She went into the bedroom herself, where on her bed, covered with pillows, the little boy was sleeping. It was this little boy that had caused Max and Dina's divorce. Well, not him, of course, but Maxim's cheating. The baby was not to blame for anything. Dina was very concerned about where the boy's mother was, and why all of a sudden Max came to her with the baby. Here, she strongly regretted that she had changed her phone number after the divorce and deleted the numbers of all his relatives. There weren't many of them, her sister and her husband, but now she would have liked to be able to contact them. The baby slept restlessly, and Dina could not sleep at all the while listening, waiting for Max to wake up. He really jumped up in the middle of the night. Dina had not had time to go out when she heard him fumbling around the apartment. He almost knocked her down and flew into the bedroom with some kind of unnatural wheezing. "Where is he? What have you done with him?" The baby whimpered. Maxim, seeing that he was all right, went back into the living room and slumped back onto the couch. Dina went after him, hoping to get some kind of explanation, but was rudely scolded. Moreover, when she showed persistence and demanded an explanation from her ex-husband, he got up, took her by the scruff of the neck, and threw her out of the room like a puppy. Dina didn't sleep a wink until the morning. She didn't know what to do in this situation at all. Should she call the police? And how to explain all this to them and the baby? He'd been through enough. Well, it would be better in the morning. When the baby woke up, Dina made him some formula, fed him, played with him for a while. The boy did not complain much about the fact that his mother did not take care of him, and the stranger's aunt. He was full and began to entertain himself. Dina lay down next to him on the edge of the bed, looked at the baby, looked and dozed off. She was awakened by a long and melodious doorbell. Dina did not like harsh and loud sounds, so she put a quiet signal on the doorbell. At first, Dina dreamt that the radio was working somewhere. Only then she realized that it was the doorbell. She lifted her head and saw that the baby had played enough and also fell asleep, cautiously got out of bed and went to open the door. At that time, Max also came out into the hallway. He had a confused look on his face. Dina had hardly turned the lock on the front door when Max's furious sister Alina flew in and started to yell at her brother. "Do you even know what you're doing? Liska is going crazy in there. Where is your phone? Is it dead or have you lost it again? You missed me. You should have gone alone. Why did you bring the kid here? Who needs him here?" She, pointing at Dina, could have done anything to Yurik. The guest's scream woke up the baby, and he cried very loudly. Dina did not even have time to react, as Alina rushed into the bedroom, grabbed the boy in her arms, and returned with him to the hallway, lamenting, "Do not cry, our little darling. Aunt Lena won't let you get hurt. We're going to Mama's now." The words, "Aunt Lena won't hurt you," insulted Dina to the core. These people had barged into her life themselves, and now she was almost accused of hurting the child. Dina immediately opened the front door and demanded that the whole family get out of her apartment immediately. Alina stormed out, and Maxim mumbled something, either apologizing or explaining, but Dina wouldn't listen to him and immediately slammed the door behind them. 3 days later, a girl stopped her at the exit of the store where Dina worked. She was the same girl she had been almost 2 years before. That time she had announced that she was pregnant with Max's baby, demanded that Dina make room for him, and was extremely pleased with herself. This time the girl looked depressed. There was a bruise under her eye, and a layer of makeup didn't completely cover it. She was very nervous and did not know how to start a conversation. And when she pulled herself together, she blurted out, "Take it back." Dina rounded her eyes. "Well, what are you looking at? Take it back," I said, "since Max cannot get over you. So if he can't get over me, not me him. Especially since when Max left, he said that he finally found his happiness, and you yourself told me that you wanted to take my place. You both got what you so passionately wanted, so I'm not the one to ask for a solution to your problems." Dina spent the whole evening thinking. She lied to Lisa. She couldn't really get over her ex-husband. Although no, she could not forget him before this incident, and now, looking at the situation from the outside, she felt that she was recovering, and the coffee she drank hot and a cigarette. "That's it, I'm quitting smoking," Dina said to herself. No need to drag old bad habits into a new life. Subscribe to our channel not to miss new interesting life stories. Give us your likes, write your opinion in the comments.